Hello, class. Good evening.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon. Good afternoon for you all, and good evening here in India. So, uh, how are you all?
We are fine, sir. And you, sir?
Yes, I'm all good. Ready to take your classes about research, research methods, as you know. I I hope a few more students have to join in. So let's wait for at least 2 minutes. Then we can get into the class and start.
Okay, sir.
Is that
Yeah,
okay?
okay.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, it's okay.
Hmm. As my name reflects, I'm Dr. Deepak Naik from India, PhD in social work. Have been teaching, have been into teaching social work and different subjects of social sciences for last 15 years. And this is always uh, a pleasant opportunity for me to uh, take class on social work, which is one of my core subjects. I hope I will do justice in uh, imbibing you, imparting you all with some very good understanding about research method. So far as my experience says, uh, research is a very interesting subject to look into. Uh, it's an intellectual pursuit unless you put in some deep thinking into some of the given questions in your mind. You cannot uh, exactly do what is right in research. I hope you I'm clearly audible to all of you.
Yes, sir. You are audible.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah,
Yes, regardless of some of you having a connectivity problem from different places of the globe, different parts of the globe, mostly African countries. You are at different places, maybe having some this one connectivity problem, uh, or we hope there should not be any problem with regard to this accessibility of internet and uh, connectivity, so that there is we are just barrier free to have interaction uh, in this class and have some understanding, some knowledge into research. Yes, we have waited for some time now. Uh, uh, to begin with, uh, I will request you all uh, to just put on your mic and say your name and uh, Your course, of course, that is BSW, and which part of uh, the globe you belong to. I mean, at least your country and state area, you can say. And just you can tell me uh, why you join social work. Why you joined social work? Just these things I wanted to know. First, your name, then what area uh, you belong to, uh, which area, which country, and which state. Then why you joined social work. That's what these three things I wanted to know from each of you uh, in this introductory class. Okay, first let us have an very fine introductory class so that at least we have some sense of knowing who is in our class. Uh, just let us start with someone uh, who volunteers to first introduce himself. Let me start. Let us start with me. So, as I said, I'm Dr. Deepak Naik, a PhD in social work. I have been teaching. I have been into teaching social work for last 15 years, uh, among others, other social sciences. I'm teaching in different universities, and I am into research. I'm a research consultant to different uh, faculties here under Utkal University, Bhubaneswar, Odisha, in India. Um, my interests are education, right to education, health, and uh, social empowerment. Social empowerment. So these are my interest areas so far. Uh, that's how uh, I am here to teach you today social work research methods under BSW. So, can we start now? One of you who can volunteer to start introductory introduction. Yes,
Hi.
Bobson Bua. Yeah, hi, Jimba.
Aha.
Welcome.
I'm Chibiro Zimba from Malawi. From Malawi, the old capital city of Malawi, Zomba district.
Yes,
I drawn from social work because of my passion to help people and making a difference in my community.
yes, that's very good. You have a very noble objective. Okay, Jimba.
Thanks, sir.
Welcome to this class. Welcome to this class. I hope you will enjoy through
Thank,
this class.
I
Okay.
hope so, sir.
Yes. Yes. Then next, who is there? Anyone?
Yes, here I am,
Yes.
Michael Simba, coming from Malawi,
Yes.
Southern Africa,
Yes.
doing third year in a batch of social work online with your institution. I happen to think of joining and pursue this degree because I'm working under the Ministry of Home Affairs and Internal Security, especially on the Department of Malawi Prisons. So, having looked into how best I can contribute after obtaining this degree, I realized and I was being forced to join your institution and to pursue this degree so that maybe I can contribute much to my career, especially for the Malawi prison service to the inmates. Thank you so much.
Yes, welcome and thank you so much. Uh,
Thank you.
you have a very good purpose behind joining social work
Yes,
like others. Yes, I
yes,
hope these classes, this course helps you to enable you, empower you to go ahead with your purpose. That's a
yes,
tough one, but
yes,
it is a very, very important one for the
yes,
people of Malawi and the people, those who are suffering from certain kind of problems. Yes.
yes.
Thank you so much. Then we can
Yes,
go for
uh,
the next one. Yes.
yes. Good afternoon. Good morning for people. And my place. I'm called Bobson Boa from
Ye-
Uganda, the country within East Africa region.
Yes.
Yeah, I got really impressed with this course before joining it, and I happened to enroll in. Yeah, I worked in the hospital setting, one of the hospital in Uganda, Mulago Hospital, under a research department, uh, working with the rheumatic heart disease research. And before I joined, I've been in the IT department on the research sections. And then I also did some postgraduate with the bioinformatics science,
Yes.
and then I felt like this course would really be of advantage because now was doing something within the outpatients department, and I was interacting with patients and trying to like guiding patients and the family, like guiding patients coming to the hospital, and also doing something of the data entries and the data things. So it was really on me. And when I realized of this course, I feel like, okay, let me enroll in this. And it's really helping me so much. I'm getting a lot of experience from this course, and I've I've not feel, got any regrets uh, for this course. Thank you so much for taking us through. Thank you so much for uh, everything that you've got from this course. And going forward, I'm enjoying it. Thank you.
Thank you, Babson. It's very good to know that you have a very good purpose. You have already some experiences in hospital setting, and you have been helping people in different ways. And this course will help you to uh, 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 increase or enhance your capability to help the people in a better way. And if we have lot of skills and tools in social work which can really guide you in your duty and responsibility in the medical social work. Medical social work is very important in the current situation, especially those part of the country, those countries, those part of the countries where mostly people are not aware of the modern system of health seeking. There are problems in that, and you can really address if you go seriously with this course and help the people to get better health services. You can uh, really mitigate the gap between the patient and the hospital administration and the doctors. Social work, as I understand, social work has a very good role in mitigating that gap between the patients and the doctors or medical professionals. uh, all the best. I hope this class will help you. Then the next.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon, evening to everyone in the class.
Yes.
My name is Anas
Good afternoon.
Salisu Isa from Kano State, uh, Nigeria.
Yes.
Uh, this course was introduced by one of my friends to me, and I feel very happy the time that he introduced the course to me because I doesn't know anything like social work. Because in my locality or area, there's nothing like social work. Because the time that he told me about social work, I tried to search for it among my people, which they say that they did not know the cause. After I investigate and make a research and see how the cause was, I feel happy to fall inside uh, the course. So, and a scholarship was introduced to us by one of our colleagues that India has give and India has give a scholarship to those who are interested to join. I'm not the only person that joined the course, but at least I'm the only person that now is joining the session, and I'm very happy. I'm very happy very much because how I think the course was is more than how I expected. So I'm very happy for me joining you here in this session and all my colleagues from several parts of the country or several parts of the world. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, my friends.
Yes. Welcome, Salisu. This is really interesting to hear you, and all the best. Uh, as you have already said, this course is getting very interesting to you, and it will definitely support you going ahead in your professional or social work, social service activities in your locality or wherever you go. In fact, as you have said, this IGNU course has been designed so well that going through the materials, you can better understand things. Only subject to your effort to understand the material, and subject to your hard work into the what materials, whatever you are provided with. So I hope all of you will work on that. You will study the online materials provided to you through IGNU. It's a really tremendous assimilation of many different concepts and subjects under social work, and you will really be benefited from this course. Yes. Next.
Hello.
Yes. Hi.
Yeah, from Malawi. This is Candiero Chaima. I am currently pursuing a
Yes.
degree in social work. I chose to study social work because I am passionate about making a positive impact
Yes.
on people's lives and communities. I believe that social work will provide me with the knowledge, skills, and the values necessary to support vulnerable populations and advocate for social justice. Through my studies, I, I aim to gain a deeper understanding of the complex social issues that affect individuals, families, and communities, and to develop effective solutions to address these challenges. Lastly, I am excited to embark on this journey and contribute to creating a more just and equitable society. Thank you.
Thank you, Kaima. Chima, that's a very good idea about going with this subject of social work. You have already some exposure to social justice system, and it is really going to support you. It is going to enhance your understanding and this one ability, skills and abilities to address whatever you feel like they need to be addressed in your community or outside. uh, I hope you are really phenomenally this one benefited from this course. Okay, thank you. Then next.
Hello, sir.
Next.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Yes.
Okay, am I
Good
audible, sir?
afternoon, Ahmad.
Okay,
Yes, you
thank you,
are
sir.
audible.
Okay, so I'm sorry, my camera is not audible, so that's why I do it without the camera. So my name
Yes,
is
yes.
Ahmed Buba. I was from Nigeria.
Hmm.
Then
Hmm.
I like to say that this social work is my favorite course, but I like to even study it in my country. But likely that I have.
I think there is some connectivity issue with. Uh, that's why we can just skip to another person. If he gets in, we can allow him to introduce. Yes. Any other one?
Yes, good afternoon, Professor Deepak.
Yes. Good
It's
afternoon.
nice to meet you. It's nice to meet you again.
Yeah, you attended my class, I think, last classes.
Yes, I attended one of your lectures. Yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, my name is Francis Ntonga from Malawi. Basically, I'm a health worker. I work in a hospital setting, but now
Yes,
the social work course, practically, I chose it because I wanted to join politics. And
yes.
considering that Indira Gandhi has been influential in the building up of the India as a country, it shaped the India's economy, it shaped the
Mm-hmm.
India's philosophy. When I say I saw a scholarship from Indira Gandhi National Open University, I look at it as an opportunity, a great opportunity to learn the things that we have just learned when we are young people. Some of the stories were just being
Yes.
told to us by our parents. There was Indira Gandhi, great man. There was Indira Gandhi, great man. Actually, we have a
Mm-hmm.
statue in Malawi of Indira Gandhi. We have a building with his name, Indira Gandhi. So the social work as a course, it has given me an opportunity to relate the medical care or the health care that we provide to people. There was a missing link. We are simply concerned with the treatment of the illnesses, ignoring the fact that patients also suffer from other psychological, psychosocial issues, which are mostly neglected. In that sense, it makes treating patients not successful in many occasions, considering that we're only focusing into the therapeutic part, ignoring the social part. With the course in social work, I'm able to find the link to say some of these problems we need to deal with the family issues, we need to deal with the society issues before we go into the pathological part of causative agents of disease. Now, the course is a great part. As I said, that I little wish to join politics, but now you see that when we discuss development in the political sphere, people have their own belief of development. This course has helped me a lot to understand what development is all about. How can we marry economics and the development of the people? How can we build our societies? How can we share the resources? How can the products that have been produced being marketed and being shared so that they should benefit the people, the mass people that is the society. So I'm very happy. I'm very excited that I'm part of the scholarship, especially that I've met people like you who give us a chance to express ourselves into the realm of social work. So we are very grateful to the Indian government for this scholarship, and we are very grateful that I've been given an opportunity at least to partake in this. It's a new concept in Malawi, social work. It has been maybe 3 years now old in the University of Malawi, but previously it was being offered by two private institutions, but now it is being offered by the University of Malawi. I think two colleges are offering that course, but it's a new concept in our country. So I believe with my fellow Malawians here, we are going to be pioneers to study abroad on this course, and to try maybe to teach others on the precepts that we have learned from the social work and help our societies. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Thonga. You have a very good philosophy of social work and with very lively experiences on life experiences. I hope this is really going to empower you with better understanding of the concept of social work in your country perspective. Though the fellowship and support provided by the Indian government, I hope you are going to be the change makers in your own community, in your country. This is really nice to hear you about your experiences and exposure to different kinds of problem, as you said, hospital settings or this one prison setting, community uh, uh, community level works, and from different areas you are coming from. And yes, this course is really going to help you. Okay, we can move to the next person who can uh, introduce.
Greetings. I am audible.
Yes, yes, yes. Now you are audible.
Okay, greetings everyone. I'm Hassan from Sudan. 4 years with the students and also 2 years with the social work. Uh, I think this is the first time I am applying with the scholarship. The past 2 years, as you see, was so devastating in Sudan before the war, and there is a lot of circumstances that prevent me to join all the steps of the scholarship. So I'm so glad that to be here today to catch what remains from the curriculum. From what I hear, I think the question is related to the motive to join social work. For me, I discovered the, the message of my life, let's say 3 years ago, when I find myself applying for positions and to be in places where I can serve people, other people. So I just feel the way to help others. After that, I let's say ask the question is why I'm doing that. I discovered that the idea behind what was I was is to help others and to serve others and to make a positive impact in the world. So the question was, am I in the right path or not? Because I was, let's say, in the third year studying medical at medicine. So I discovered that there is some specialties that are related to impacting others, let's say individual, in practical way. So when while I'm searching, I let's say find the scholarship and apply to immediately, and I think that was in 22. So when I found the curriculum and I found the topics that are discussed here in the social work, I let's say that I made the right decision. So I think this is will be a great addition to me in my let's say journey as a person that who want to see a positive impact in his country. As you see in my country, there is a lot of let's say bad behaviors and negative situations in all the sectors, health, politics, and also in the economy. So for me, I believe in the saying that sometimes culture can fix what is was ruined by the politics. So I think I have the desire and I have the idea that we can take advantage of politics. He of the police he don't because he want to enter the politics. So for me, this is also one of the reasons because you can never uh, be, let's say, a politic to me unless you work with the audience, work with your communities and your social context. So for me, will be a great addition, and this addition will not be like something pass away. No, I do my best to attend the scholarship. Even now, I am in a place where I have to use the Starlink in order to attend the class. So I think this is a wonderful opportunity from the Indian government that it can be and can lead to a massive impact in the African countries or in the world as general. So thank you, and let's say I'm sorry for the late response. I'm sorry for the late, let's say, attending, but it was, let's say, all the circumstances for
Yes. Thank you, Hassan. No need to be sorry. We understand the connectivity problem over there, and you have some network issues. Your speaking is not that clear, though. I could understand that you have a very good vision for joining this one social work. You want to bring a lot of change in the community and in the society in the broader way. I hope this course really helps you with the knowledge uh, critical for acting as change agents, as many of you have already expressed. Many of you wanted to bring change to the existing or persisting social problems, community problems, um, uh, uh, through a different role uh, in your community or in your society. As Tonga said, he wanted to go into politics, and even going into politics, we if we have knowledge on social work and all the principles and methods of social work, that really works wonder. We when we apply the principles and the philosophy of social work for human service. Thank you so much, Hassan, again for your beautiful say. Then now, anyone there left there to this one uh, introduce? Yes, yes. Thank you, everybody. Thank you all, and one for having such beautiful session of wonderful introduction uh, about the areas and experiences that uh, made you to join into social work? When I generalize all your introduction and ideas into one, you wanted to be the change agents. You are champions of change. So um, let us wish, let us hope for the best that you learn uh, good things from this course. This course enhances your knowledge, skills, and techniques to do one of the most challenging work of the world, that is dealing with human problems, dealing with human problems through different approaches. All the best to you. Now, coming specifically to social work research method, not necessarily, of course, directly before moving forward to this one social work research method, we will simply try to understand today what is research, what is social research, at least from the social perspective. What is social research? Uh, Anyone can just tell me, just there is no right and wrong to this. Okay, let me tell you, there is no right and wrong to this this one question. Just you can say what you understand. What is your understanding? What is your thinking about research? What exactly is research? Just let us start with this intriguing question, then we can move forward to with the discussion. So just I wanted to take one or two responses with regard to this. What is social research? What is your understanding about that? Just I wanted to hear from you. Anyone?
Hi.
What? Huh. Yes,
Uh,
Ziva.
yeah, social research is a process of studying people, communities, and the
Hmm.
society to understand
Hmm.
how they behave, think, and interact. Thank you.
Yes, that's very good. That's a good understanding of social work. We wanted to gain knowledge about the people, the community, and the society at large. We wanted to gain knowledge. We try to understand different phenomena occurring in the society. That's what social work research as Zimba uh, has uh, surfaced. Okay, anyone? Anyone wanted to? Yes, uh,
Yes,
Susan, you wanted to say something?
yes. Okay, basically, when you say social research, taking the word from research, this is a study. So, social research, I can describe it as a study of social characters. That is dynamic and the principles that exist between individuals and within community or society where we live. Thank you.
Thank you, Jehana. That's a very good thinking. Let me hear from you all, and I can generalize. Okay, anyone else? Any idea? Yes, as my friend said, this is simply understanding a different phenomenon uh, occurring within a family, within a community, and in a society at large. We have different problems around us. We are surrounded with different social happening. We sometimes intrigued by certain questions which we wanted answer for. As I already said in the introductory class, uh, uh, this is a very intellectual pursuit, intellectual effort. Unless you would put in adequate thinking about some questions, you cannot really get into understanding some of that particular phenomenon. So in our society, while in the family, while in the community, we we encounter with several questions when uh, uh, in fact when we uh, interact with people, when we live along with others in the society, we sometimes are encountered with very interesting questions. Okay, very interesting questions about social happening. Can anyone raise a question about society and community life? Any questions? Social questions? For example, why children from particular community don't go to school? Why uh, people become drunkard? Why people drink so much? Why there are violent, violences in the family, domestic violences? Why why some people marry uh, too early, too young, when they are too young to take care of the family? Uh, what happens? What happens when people marry too young?
Okay, just want to answer the question you have asked about why people married too young. Most of the people, am I audible? Hello?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay, okay, fine. Uh, Mostly it's due to, uh, uh, let's say, education issue. Uh, Sometimes here in Malawi, uh, someone who is not doing education find it very difficult to stay longer. That is, joining the marriage. Before joining the marriage, it takes longer to join the marriage than the one who is just staying at home. So mostly it's because of the culture. Sometimes it's because of is someone who doesn't have anything to do with. So it's involving the way the status we are. Thank you.
Yes, yes, you are right, Chakana. Actually, these are the factors why uh, there are factors why people go for marrying too early in life when they are supposed to this one study. Hello, ମୁଁ କ୍ଲାସରେ ଅଛି ଭାଇ କ୍ଲାସରେ ଅଛି। ହୁଁ ହୁଁ। So I'm sorry for the interruption. So there are several factors working behind making people marry too early in life, too early when they are supposed to be in the school. When they are too young, unable to take family responsibility, they get married. So uh, uh, here the way Chakana has found some answers. That's very good. That answer comes from his experiences, his observation around the, I mean, his observation in his surrounding. Okay, and the people he works with or the community he belongs to, or outside it, wherever he is, he has some experiences and he is trying to express. But this amount of understanding, this amount of understanding really is not enough to support that these are the real factors, or these are the real devils working behind to make children marry early. So we have to delve deep into the phenomenon, follow some systematic guidelines, systematic methods, tools, and techniques to understand deeper about this early child marriage social phenomenon or social problem. Okay, when we follow, when we follow a more systematic way to understand some problem, to uh, uh, to gain deep understanding about some social phenomenon, uh, that is called research. In our daily life, daily basis, we really are intrigued by different questions and different thoughts from morning to till evening. We have different addition. We are encountered with different questions, intriguing questions, but very few we catch upon to understand deeply. We have our own way to explain, we have our own way to understand, and sometimes of course we get ahead with understanding the things. But what happens when we follow a systematic method? There is a standard method, there is a standard way, there is a systematic way of understanding different phenomenon, answering these many of questions. We saw many questions, we saw many questions. I posed several questions before you. Why these things are happening, how they are happening, what is exactly there. So these are some of the questions to be answered. So when we find the answer to these questions following some systematic ways, systematic principles, systematic ways, and find answer, that is called research. Is that clear, students? So when we find answers to some intriguing questions, some interesting questions with regard to understanding different phenomenon in our society, what occurrence in our society, that entire process is called research. Okay, and um, you must have known Isaac Newton. I hope so. You know, all of you know Isaac Newton,
Yes,
who
yes. Isaac
who
Newton, we
invented,
know him.
yeah, who invented the this one law of gravitation, right? Newton's law of gravitation. When he was sitting in a garden, he saw an apple uh, fell down, apple or some fruit, whatever, fell down, fell to the ground, making a crushing sound. When he saw this, a very interesting question pricked him. He said, why this apple, instead of going anywhere, It came straight to the down. It straight came straight to the ground, and it is very straight. Why it is so? He asked this question, intriguing question. This question made him to understand why he made research on this. He followed the patterns. Okay, he followed the patterns, and he went ahead and invented, discovered, made a theory. Uh, Isaac Newton's theory, law of gravitation. He gave. So similarly, when we caught up with a question and follow a systematic process to understand it, that is called research. That is called research. In social science, as I posed several questions, we have also different questions. We are encountered with different questions. When we try to understand the phenomenon by applying systematic ways, selected standardized methods, tools, and techniques, okay, and find some answer, reliable answer, that is called research. Okay, that is called research. In social science, so we have psychological, this one is phenomenon, we have historical phenomenon, we have political phenomenon, many phenomena, and we have this one social work phenomena, we have sociological phenomena, we have uh, many other philosophical phenomena happening in the society. When some problem is or phenomenon is occurring in the society, community, as Zimba has already said, community, society, whatever happenings are occurring are going on, when we pick up one of them and try to understand by following systematic method, that is simply said as social research. When we try to understand social phenomenon by following systematic methods, systematic ways, that is social science or social research. Social research. So, social work research is one of the subsets of social science research. Social science research, as I said, entails or sorry, includes or encompasses many subjects and many fields into it. Okay, it is a very vast one. Social science, you have subjects related to psychology, you have subjects related to sociology, you have subjects related to political science, politics, power game, and you have subjects related to philosophy, you have subject related to culture, you have subject related to education, many social sciences, you have subject related to history, you have subject related to geography. All these make uh, social social research, means issues from phenomenon from all these subjects make social research. So social work research is one of those subjects or discipline, okay, discipline, one of those disciplines that is subset of social science. So social work research is a subset of social research. So I will discuss. We will have a deeper understanding on social work research. Just I wanted to introduce the topic, what we are going to have under this course. So just I wanted to introduce you what exactly we are holding on in this class, in this course. or in this block. So I hope you understand what is the matter of talk in this class for us, in this course for us that is given to us. So we are to discuss about social work research in specific. Specifically, we are to discuss this one social work research. So, for social work research, methods in social work research, we have been given four blocks. Let me introduce those blocks to you, just to have a glance on them. First block is social research and social work research. In the first block, we are to find differences, various differences underlying between social research and social work research, so that we better understand what is the locus of idea of social work research, where we can locate social work research within the purview, within the premise of social research. In the first block, we are to understand different concepts involved in social research, some philosophies of research, some basic characteristics. Then we also will have comparative understanding about social research and social work research, from general perspective of social research to the specific perspective of particular perspective of social work research. We are making a movement in this. Okay. Then the second block deals with approaches to social work research. What are the approaches? What are the ways? What are the different broad this one methods or areas how we can conduct research, how we can approach social work research? Is there very specific spatial way to deal with social work research while gathering knowledge, while trying to answer the questions emerged in the field of social work? How we can approach, what are the ways we can follow, what are the characteristics of social work research, we are trying to understand under block 2, that is approaches to social work research. Then the third unit, third block broadly deals with social work research process. Okay, social work research process. Process, when this is a fundamental information, I hope you will try to understand it. Process, when we say this term process, uh, what comes to your mind? Students, anyone can respond to this question. When somebody says process, what comes to your mind? One thing comes to my mind when somebody says process. The word process, it is a series of
Okay.
systematic steps. It is a series of systematic steps to uh, accomplish an objective or set of objectives. It is a series of systematic steps. Systematic steps. Okay. So we when we do a very systematic activity or a professional activity, we cannot do them in a single step. There are some there are some series of steps to be undertaken to do a um, work. So research is as such not a very simple thing to do. It is an intellectual pursuit, and it is an important uh, this one thorough action. It is a rigorous process. It's not a single step or single. It is not one or two steps. It isn't. It cannot be done in a single step. So it has a series of systematic steps. A researcher has to follow a series of systematic steps. So that's what is discussed under block 3. What is the process of social work research? Social work research process. Okay. So under different steps, series of systematic steps, we will discuss different different components of research, how in different steps different components are used, different tools techniques are used. That also in detail we will discuss under this block 3. Then, of course, block 4, that deals with data processing and tabulation. We have another. This is one of the this one steps. One of those systematic steps in social work research. It is not out of the process of social work research, but we have been given a special unit for this step. It is again encompassed with a series of sub steps. Okay, sub steps: data processing and tabulations. Of course, all the steps, many steps in social work research have their own set of sub steps. So here, data processing as a step of social work process has its own series of sub steps. So we will understand them in detail as to how different sub steps make up the step of data processing and tabulation to accomplish the broader goal of social work research. We will see all these four this one blocks. We will discuss social work research through these four steps. So why I introduced these blocks to you, I will request you all uh, to go through the material. Before that, let me know whether all of you have the soft copies of materials provided to you about the method of social work. I hope all of you have the material with you,
Yes, we have them.
students. Yes.
Yes, sir, we
Uh,
have it.
yes. For your better understanding, for your betterment, I will propose you just go through the material. Go through the material. For tomorrow's class, I will expect that each of my students here goes through the material provided to him or her. Uh, what exactly the block 1 is about. Okay, what exactly the block 1 is about. Go through the material. Why I say this, when we will have see, this is in 4 classes or in 6 classes, it is always not possible to discuss in detail, discuss in that rigor that you actually need to do. But due to our this one plan and limited resources way, what we do, we discuss them. We have been given with only 6 classes to discuss the entire thing. Usually in the this one offline classes, regular classes, what we do, we take at least 30 to 40 classes for this size of course. Okay, this size of course. So we cannot do that here. We have to complete them in 6 classes, only 6 classes. So what I suggest you, for making the best out of it, out of 6 class, what best we can do, the first thing is my students here will study them before attending the class. It doesn't mean if you don't study, you don't attend class. I'm not saying that. Huh? For whatever reason, if you are at all not able to uh, study the thing, that is a different way. But I will suggest you to read the material before attending the class. Okay, when you attend, before you attend the class, please go through the material if you have an opportunity, unless there is some real odd situation preventing you from reading. Please go through the material today and try to understand something, so that when we discuss the thing faster way, you will try to capture them and understand them. Okay. I hope you will read. I hope you get what I say. Get the. I hope you um, get my point. What I wanted to say. I My expectation is you go through the material ahead of attending the class. Okay. Um, is that clear to you, students?
Yes, very clear, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes, thank you. Thank you. You go through the material this evening or tomorrow as well before afternoon. You go through the material so that it helps you when we discuss in the class, it better helps you. You may not realize actually how you are benefited from your reading prior to the class, but it really helps. In my research, I have found that uh, pre-class reading has a tremendous impact on your understanding the class. That's why please uh, go through the material before we have the class. Then second thing, have a copy with you. Okay, have a copy with you so that you note at least the most important one. What if you have read the material, you will see I am not going to tell everything that is written in your material, and the points discussed here in the classes are not only from the book. Sometimes we professors try to link them in real life situation, which are not always possible to provide in the material. Okay, we bring some real life situations and try to connect them with your lesson. So when some things are brought up to you through that situation, try to capture them so that they will help you really in understanding different this one practical situation of social work research. That's why I request you all to have a note. Okay, and try to capture some of the key words, key concepts discussed in the class. Okay, reading and writing, these are two important things we can do to make the most of these classes. Okay, then third thing, if you have any questions at the end of the session, end of the class, I will allot some time for you to ask questions, so that we we also can have some questions from the students to discuss um, in the class, so that some practical challenges, from students perspective, can be addressed in the class for better understanding of the course for all. Okay, so these three components always remember. And in the uh, question session, I will welcome um, all the students to raise or put up their doubts in terms of question, in the form of question. And this really helps us to, because as I already said, in this class we cannot tell you everything that is everything and anything that contains in social work research. Sometimes we may have to skip some unimportant ones, and we don't know what is among in the mind of the students. So sometimes I personally believe to give some space to the students so that they can bring up or surface the doubts in their mind, so that we can at least address to some extent. So this is how we will go about uh, making the most of these classes here. So now I will, I would like to go straight to block one. Yeah, we can go to block one. Block one again has 3 units. Let me introduce the block. Okay, social research and social work research. Social research and social work research. Block one, social research and social work research. This is block one, and it has uh, 3 units. Unit 1 is basic tenets of research. Basic tenets means basic features or basic characteristics or basic natures by which we can make out what is research. What is exactly, what is the quality of research, or what exactly happens in research. We can better understand by uh, detailing its tenets or characteristics. Then Unit 2 deals with social work research, meaning, scope, and uses. What are the basic concept of social work research and scope? Uh, Students, I wanted to just intrigue you, prick you. What do you understand by scope? What do you mean by scope? Scope means the
Al,
the area where something can be applied. Okay, in the disciplinary sense, in academic sense, we understand scope means the broader area, or area, the limit up to which something can be applied, something can be used, or the limit which can be included in social work research. As I said you, social work research is a subset of social research. So social work, like other disciplines, have their boundary, demarcation. Okay, particular area. What can be included in social work research? What can be in scope means what can be included, what can be, where, to what extent social work research can be applied, what can come within the purview of social work research. That's what scope. That is uh, unit 2, meaning and scope and uses. Actually, applications, where it can be applied, how it can be applied, how it can be applied. Scope means where, what are the possible areas where social work research can be applied, and uses means the process of applications, the process of applications, how it can be applied, social work research, how it can be implied and applied. Okay, that's the unit 2. I'm sorry, students, because of some problem I was disconnected. Okay, am I audible now?
Clear, clear,
Yes,
sir.
sir, you're audible.
Yes,
Yes, thank you. So, I was saying, uh, we will see meaning, scope, and uses. Then, types of research. What are the possible types of research? Typology, kinds of research. In what situation, what kind of research we can use, apply? Wh- What research can be this one applicable to what situation we will see? In what situation we will follow which type of research? Different types of research, typology of research we will do. So that's what block one, containing three units. The first one, first this one unit is basic tenets of research. It is research in a general sense. A scientific research must follow scientific ways to find scientific result. Okay, when we call science research scientific, when the research has been conducted, when the research has been accomplished by following scientific methods and comes out with scientific this one systematic or scientific this one answers or results, we say that research is scientific. If the process is not scientific, scientific means with logical connection of all the methods, problem, method, principles, tools, and techniques and result. There should be a logical connection of all these components. Then only there can be scientific research. There should be perfect logic behind everything that we do in research. Then only that can be scientific research. So in order to conduct a scientific research, accomplish a scientific research, we have to follow some scientific approach or systematic approach uh, to fulfill the criteria of scientific research. Okay, you can go through some of the materials provided to book. I have already this one requested you to study the book material provided to you in soft copy. I hope you will read them and gain more insight into. Okay, uh, as Kurlinger has defined scientific research. Scientific research is a systematic, controlled, controlled empirical and critical investigation of proposition about the presumed relationship about various phenomena. Okay, I mean how this one education, lack of education leads to early marriage. How lack of education or ignorance leads to this one early marriage. So this is a relationship between two phenomena. Two phenomena. What is that? What are the two phenomena? Early this one education or ignorance and early marriage. Okay, ignorance and early marriage. So here what we try to understand, what is the real underlying relationship between education and early marriage. We are following a systematic way through empirical investigation or inquiry. Okay, inquiry, systematic way of inquiry to understand the relationship between education and early marriage. That's what is research Kellinger is saying. We are trying to find the relationship between different phenomena existing in the society. We are trying to find the connection between different occurrings in the society under the social system. So there are many this one definitions uh, laid in the book material, which you can go about understanding social work research. But let me discuss. Uh, Let me have a brief discussion on some of the basic characteristics, basic features of social work. Scientific research or a research. Um, you can, as we already said, a research must be scientific. First of all, scientific. The basic characteristics of research is it should be scientific. As I said you already, a research should follow a systematic process, scientific tools and techniques, tested tools and techniques which have been tested earlier in different fields. Okay, and there should be logic behind choosing a particular way of doing the research, and logic is a strong component that makes your research uh, scientific scientific and a clear this one pursuance of methodology of collection, classification, and interpretation of data. Everywhere when we you have a region, logical region, and rationally you do the things without any lapses, that is scientific. The research is called scientific, and find the result without this one any lapses or flaws, flawless results when we get, that is called scientific research. So also scientific is one of the basic characteristics of or basic tenets of uh, research. Okay. Then the other thing is objectivity. Objectivity, the students. One more thing I wanted to tell you. See, going ahead, these terms which I speak to you now, these are going to be with you always. These are, you can say, part of fundamental knowledge in you. Okay, if you understand what is process, you will it will lead you to understand uh, many things whenever you speak about process in different perspective. Okay, in different perspective. When we do a picnic, students picnic, we also follow a process, series of systematic steps. Among that, you first of all you this one choose the venue where you want to do the picnic. Then you look for estimate of this one requirement of money and estimation. That is another step. The next step is a collection of this one money for your picnic. Simple example of your process. So that is fundamental understanding. In terms of, in a very light sense, you can understand what is process. Similarly, this scientific, what is scientific means, what is objectivity means, what does objectivity mean, what does verifiability mean, you have to understand, so that going ahead they will come to use in several times of your life. Okay, that's why find them as fundamental understanding. They don't mean for your exam only, and they should be permanent part of your knowledge. Okay, so then only they will you will benefit more. So objectivity is objectivity implies to uh, the understanding beyond biases, the understanding where there is no bias. So in a research should be biasless. Okay, it should be free from bias. See, looking into different experiences from different situations, we people have different backgrounds, we are coming from different situations, and we have own set of philosophies. We tend to think different things in a particular way. For example, if a child if you were a child who as a child, if you were exposed to regular domestic violences, you will have a different a particular concept about marriage. Okay, if you I mean parental relationship, if you saw your parents always fighting at home as a child, then you have a specific biasness about understanding this one, the parental relationship as a social phenomenon. If you are from a rich socioeconomic background, you have a particular way of understanding family as a concept. Family as a concept. Okay, family as a concept, you have certain biasness. You observe um, bias biasness. How you can be biased, this is a soft thing, biasness. um, how it affects your research process and finding. Suppose your mother is always your mother was always very dominant and used to this one, exploit and torture your father. Then while finding, somewhere down the line, there will be a tendency in you that mothers are always dominant and they torture their husbands. Okay, wives are always dominant and they torture their husband. So this could be the bias in you while doing your research, or having a proposition means a statement. While having a statement or thinking, you if you if as a child you have exposure to regular violence, domestic violence at home, and where mother is the uh, dominant person, you have you are likely to have the tendency or biasness that mothers are all powerful and that torture. There is every tendency in you to make a statement or proposal in the research that um, mothers are more dominant than fathers. A single hint of this powerful statement by mothers will make you to understand that mothers are more powerful, because that is saved in your mind and you have a biased or prejudice that uh, parents are exploitative towards fathers. Whenever you will have a smell of this one dominant women, you will find that they are exploitative and they are torturing their husbands. So that kind of thinking you may have, that is biasness. Okay, that is biasness. So objectivity is against biasness. So your study should be objective, mean it should be free from biasness. It should be based on rationality, completely without any biasness. See, uh, going against this example, very often uh, even husbands are more exploitative to uh, wives. Okay, there is a counter current to the previous example. Sometimes women are exploited, sometimes even women exploit. Of course, the of this exploitation extent and direction of this exploitation may differ from society to society, community to community, and country to country. But these things sometimes happen. So we should not have a biased thought behind us because of our previous experience when that influences our decision in research, our findings in research. That is called biasness, and research should be free from biasness. Research should be free from biasness. So that is objectivity. Then verifiability, it should the starting from your method, taking up of method to this one data collection and interpretation, and all these things should be verifiable. Okay, one, if one wants to verify, one should be able to verify them. I mean, when you do research, everything should be placed in on record. Okay, placed on record in a systematic way. You should place on record everything that you are doing, and there should be standard accuracy level. We cannot say that this one error should be always zero. It is very difficult to achieve in this one social science research. Zero error. It is very difficult, but that should be, the error should be minimized. It should be more accurate, and this accuracy can the rate of accuracy can be increased only when you follow scientific and objective methods, tools, and techniques in research. So they should be verifiable, and they should be available in the public domain for verification. Okay, for verification. So all the people should be able to verify what is exactly happening in the ground. If you are telling, if you are telling the youths are engaged in drug addiction and they are not able to attend the school, they are not attending schools, then one can, your, if your finding says that, then one can go down and try to understand, re-research, re-find that, recheck that, verify that whether you are right or wrong. So your research should be verifiable and available for verification and review. That is verifiability. Then replication. Replication means when you copy the similar thing in other places with similar situation. Okay. Suppose uh, your um, factors of domestic violence in uh, Malawi, the findings of this one factors of domestic violence in Malawi can be even somehow replicated in Tanzania or somewhere in India, in some this one, communities in India. The similar things in similar situations can be replicable. The research should not be unique, and it should not be, I mean, it should be unique, but it should not limited to a particular place or particular issue. The methods, the findings, the principles should be able to replicate it to different geographical area, different this one communities with similar situations, of course. And we you cannot this one replicate the research of a particular situation to uh, the findings or research of another different situation. So there should be some standard addition limit for the differences. There should be similarity in situation while doing generalizing or replicating results of a particular research to the other. Okay, so it should be generalized. It should the research findings should be replicated to other places with similar context, similar yeah, contextual similarity and situational similarity. Then prediction, predictability. Okay, another this one tenet, basic tenet or basic characteristics or basic feature of research is it should be it should research should help us to predict certain things. Okay, that means the research should help us to create a pattern. It should tell us a pattern how we predict. If we understand the pattern of development, then only we can predict what will happen next. Okay, so in research, in scientific research, what happens, we systematic pattern is created. There is a systematic pattern which helps us to predict what will happen next. If this is the range, if the children children in Malawi are not attending school in large scale, what will happen in 10 years? Exactly what are the factors and why they are not attending, and what is the influence, what is the current impact, and what will be the future impact. That pattern, in a scientific research, a systematic pattern is made so that we understand what will happen in the future. That's what predictability. We predict more with more accuracy. We can predict what is going to happen after 10 years or 5 years or 3 years. Okay, that's how research helps us to predict the future happening. So that is another important characteristics of research, that it helps us to predict predictability of social phenomenon or any phenomenon. Then next characteristics is your rigorousness. Okay, rigorousness. So research should be, as I said you earlier, research is not this one a simple activity which can be done in one or two steps. It is not that simple to do. It is a rigorous process. It is a rigorous process. Going ahead, if you do get an opportunity to research, to do your master's thesis or PhD particularly is a very rigorous exercise. Very rigorous exercise. Everything has to be in place. Unless you do that way, you cannot make a standard thesis, at least at the masters and PhD level. You have to follow systematic, rigorous, systematic ways, and have a rigorous uh, attempt. It needs a lot of hard work, both mentally and physically, and it should be consistent and persistent. Use regularly, you should try for at least 3 to 5 years. And sometimes people, I have seen people have taken for one research, they have uh, they have not completed a single research uh, during their span of life. 50 years, 100 years also some research take. But while speaking academically, if we talk about master's research or PhD research, or in general term, research usually take 3 to 5 years. Even you can go for 10 years as well. Okay, 10 years of PhD research and postdoc research, sometimes looking into the phenomenon or problem of the research. Sometimes they take even 10, 15 years. Okay, so that is a rigorous process. So rigorousness is another characteristics, important characteristics of research. Then controlled. Okay, so controlness. Okay, control, control, you can say control. So whatever natural or in social science or natural science, what happens, we take some sample. Okay, we take some sample and we put them in identical situation to see their reaction, see the changes. Okay, see the changes. You have to put them under observation. So you have to put them in controlled condition that they were brought from. Okay, suppose um, you want to see the behavioral changes among adolescent girls with the intervention of life skill education in a particular uh, district in your state. Okay, particular district in your state, there was an intervention program. Okay, life skill education for 3 years. So you want to see the impact of life skill education on adolescent girls, health seeking behavior of adolescent girls. Okay, how it is impacted by life skill education, that you wanted to research. So what you have to do, you will have to select a sample uh, on them. uh, you will uh, provide life skill education. Then another set of this one girls, adolescent girls will be selected, who will put a as before. Okay, who will put as before. There should not be any other intervention to them, so that it makes undesirable changes in them. So two groups are usually this one comparatively seen after 10 or 5 years. First, for 2 years you intervene with life skill education. Then you wanted to see after 5 years how it has brought behavioral changes among adolescent girls. One is intervention group, the other where you are trying to make some changes. Then the other one is controlled group, where No external impact should be left in. Okay, let in the group where you want to see this one the situation as before. So then only you can find the impact of life skill education on the particular girl. The difference of changes among changes between the group. So that is how there should be a controlled situation. So the control group should be protected from all kind of this one external forces which are likely to behavior change their behavior. So that's what there should be controlled situation. There are in research many times there are many factors which may tamper your result. Simply saying your research results should not be affected by some external factors. That's what is control control into your research. Okay, you should be aware that your systematic inquiry, your systematic study should not be this one disturbed by some external forces. The other one is it should be systematic. I have been speaking many times in this class that research should be systematic. Systematic means I wanted to ask now. I have already spoken to you many times. Now, what do you mean by systematic? What should we understand by systematic? We say many times system, social system, computer system. This is again this is a fundamental knowledge for us. Yes. Oh,
I think
I'm
that
not able to get your voice
systematic,
stronger. Yes.
systematic simply means that the research follows specific stages and tasks.
Mhm. Your voice is not clear, Tonga. I'm sorry.
Hello?
Yes,
Can
Zimba.
I try? Yeah. Systematic means organized, planned, and done in a step by step way to achieve a clear goal.
Yeah, that's good. Yes. Um, Systematic system. When we speak about system, it is it is congregation of interrelated parts to function as a unit. Okay. Yes. Yes. Stages and tasks. It is um, Athonga has responded it in the text. Yes, it is um, set of interrelated parts working together. Okay, working together, joined together to perform a task. Okay, to perform a task, that is system. Like your computer system, you have mouse, you have keyboard, you have CPU, all together they make a system. So they are interrelated part to perform specific task. So in the research context, as Tonga has already said and Jimba also expressed, uh, so different parts, okay, different parts they are connected to different tools, techniques, and this one different methods. They are combined, they are logically arranged to accomplish the goal of research. That's what systematic. So all the components, all the parts should coherently work. They should be combined. They should be connected logically to perform the to achieve the goal of research. That's what systematic. So research should this one maintain a connection between different components in research that are used in uh, research. Of course, in depth we will discuss about different components. Going ahead, you will get better understanding on them. Definitely we will discuss different components of research and how they work organized way in a uh, organized way to get the work done. Then yes, research should be systematic and um, empirical. Empirical is uh, gaining knowledge from the real life situation, gaining knowledge from the real life situation. Okay, empirical means going to the field and trying to understand what exactly happening out there. Okay, it is not that you are sitting in the library and somebody has written the book and you are reading and trying to make a copy of it and or some changes, some paraphrasing and producing the research. No, that's not empirical. For empirical research, you have to go to the field, meet the people, and try to understand what exactly going on out there. Okay, going on out there. So that is empirical. Okay, that is empirical. So you are going with your tested tools, techniques, and methods to the real field and trying to understand things, gather knowledge, information, and trying to uh, build knowledge out of that. That is empirical research. Okay, there are library research. There are many other kinds of research. Empiricism is another important concept of research. Okay. Then empirical research. It should be empirical. Research should be empirical. Research should be systematic. Okay. Then another very important characteristics is critical. So I have repeatedly said you that research is a very intellectual pursuit and it should look into the phenomenon or problem of study very critically and deeply. And sometimes things seems to be happening in a particular way, but they really don't. Okay, very often, even in the society, while doing research or while trying understanding behavior of the people, now it has uh, so complex human behavior due to development, education, and many other circumstances. It has got very complicated and complex. Social system also has got complex. Earlier in the early days, the social system was very simple and you could understand things very easily. But today it is very difficult to understand the dynamics of social system and social structure and social process. It's very difficult how changes are happening, how things are happening, how things are very difficult, particularly among social behavior. This one, yes, social behaviors. It is very difficult to understand. So you should have a critical eye into the phenomenon to understand how things can be manipulated, how things can be different you have to understand the dynamics of the situation. So is you need to have a critical uh, eye to understand the things. So these are the very important characteristics of research. Okay, very important characteristics of research. I hope you understood the this one meaning of different characteristics. What we should mean, how scientific research can be recognized. If you want to recognize a research, you can use these points, okay, as scales and decide whether a research is a scientific research. A scientific research must have all these characteristics. Okay, so for today we can have this long of class. uh, Tomorrow straight we will go to the topic and have on the first day usually I keep it a bit slow so that student get to understand my accent and my this one speed of this one speaking, so that it is easy for the students. By the way, I wanted to take a small feedback from you all. um, uh, I am I understandable? You understand my accent or speed? About speed, if you I am too fast or too slow for you, you can just tell me so that I can uh, correct myself in the next class.
Yeah, we can understand you very well. No problem. You're okay, sir.
Okay, thank you. Any difficulties? Any queries about the class? Students, you are welcome. At least a few questions we can take.
Yeah, but I was just asking you maybe for the next class tomorrow to share us your screen when you are lecturing.
Pardon?
I was asking you to share us your screen the time you are lecturing.
Okay. Oh, what I'm addicted in? Kaima?
I think he's just following the manuals that we have. If you look at the manuals, I think
Mhm.
he's on the first block, unit number 1, I think so. So
Okay,
if you
I'm
are to
trying to
follow,
do that. Hmm.
yeah.
I will. I'm trying to do that. Okay, students. Hmm. Any other questions? Okay, thank you so much. See you in the next class tomorrow, the same
Thank you,
time.
thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Welcome.
sir. Thank you for your time. Have a great day.
Thank you. Thank you, and same to you as
Thank
well.
you.
Okay.
You're welcome.